Welcome to Star Watch Now, your front row seat to all the hottest gossip, drama, and breaking news from the world of entertainment. If it's trending, shocking, or star-studded, we're covering it. Stay tuned. You won't want to miss what's coming next. Imagine waking up one night to find someone has silently invaded your private sanctuary. No forced entry, no visible signs, but precious belongings begin to vanish. Your sense of security shattered, your peace stolen. Now, what if the only person you could count on in that darkness was your closest friend, a brother from another mother? This isn't a drama plot from the hit Chinese series The Untamed. This is the unsettling reality that Xiao Zhan, one of China's brightest stars, faced recently. And the story took an even more unexpected turn when his longtime friend and co-star, Wang Yibo, stepped in like a real-life guardian angel. Today, we're diving deep into this mysterious incident that rocked fans worldwide, unraveling the bond of loyalty and brotherhood tested by fear, betrayal, and resilience. Stay tuned because what you're about to hear will change the way you see celebrity friendships forever. It didn't begin with alarms. It didn't begin with a scream. It began with slippers. Yes, a single pair of indoor slippers missing without a trace. At first, it seemed almost laughable. In the chaos of celebrity life, where outfits change by the hour and assistants flutter around like bees, who would notice a missing pair of house shoes? But Xiao Zhan noticed. For someone as grounded and meticulous as him, even the tiniest disruption in his daily routine is like a thread pulled from a carefully woven tapestry. He had worn those slippers almost every day, gifted by a close family member, meaningful, familiar. And now, they were just gone. First, he brushed it off. Maybe they were misplaced. Maybe someone had taken them by accident. After all, his home was a busy place. Managers, stylists, delivery staff, cleaning crews, people came and went daily. Nothing seemed out of place. But then it happened again. Another pair of shoes, this time a limited edition designer sneaker worth thousands, vanished. No one saw anything. No security alerts. No broken locks. No open doors. Just silence and absence. By the time a third item disappeared, Xiao Zhan knew something was deeply wrong. This wasn't just forgetfulness. This wasn't misplacement. It was a pattern. Each missing item was personal, selective, valued, and most disturbingly, each had vanished without any physical sign of intrusion. It was as if the house itself was betraying him, allowing someone in who shouldn't be there, someone who knew the layout, the habits, and the blind spots. What made it even more chilling? The thief left nothing behind. No note, no threat, not even a fingerprint. Just that haunting emptiness. Xiao Zhan's home, once a haven from the public eye, began to feel like a stage for someone else's silent game. A stranger's playground. He started sleeping less, looking over his shoulder more. Cameras were installed, locks upgraded, schedules tightened. Yet the feeling persisted, that someone was watching. And in a life where every moment is curated for fans and cameras, this violation struck at the one place meant to be untouched, his privacy. At this point, what had started as a minor annoyance had evolved into something far more sinister. A psychological war, fought in silence. One that pushed Xiao Zhan to a breaking point where the only logical next step was to call for help. And help came. Not from a bodyguard. Not from his agency. But from Wang Yibo, the one person who knew him beyond the fame, the lights, the red carpets. But that's a story for the next chapter. Fear doesn't always arrive with a bang. Sometimes, it seeps in like fog, silent, cold, and invisible. After weeks of unexplained disappearances in his own home, Xiao Zhan could no longer ignore the gnawing feeling inside him. It wasn't just about missing shoes or items. It was about something far more unsettling. Someone had access to his world. And worse yet, they wanted him to know it. He began to second-guess everything. Was that door always slightly ajar? Had that light always been on? Did the footsteps he heard at night belong to a staff member? Or something else? He started locking his bedroom door at night, something he had never done before. His once effortless morning routine became a paranoid scan of every room. Every drawer opened with caution. Every shadow lingered a little too long in his peripheral vision. But it wasn't just fear, it was exhaustion. Mental, emotional, and spiritual fatigue. Despite the pressure to maintain his public image. Smiling at fan meetings, filming dramas, keeping up with endorsements. Xiao Zhan was unraveling on the inside. How could he deliver joy to millions when he no longer felt safe in his own home? Behind the curtain of celebrity, he was simply human. Vulnerable. Isolated. So, he did something rare for someone in his position. He reached out. And not to his agency, not to a manager, not to a PR team trained to control narratives. He reached out to a person he trusted not with his career, but with his truth. Wang Yibo. The name itself carries weight. Not just a former co-star from the Untamed, but someone who had shared countless backstage moments, silent eye contact during stressful shoots, and unspoken understanding in a world where trust is currency. When Xiao Zhan called, it wasn't a dramatic plea. It was quiet, almost whispered, like someone who didn't want to admit that he was afraid. And Wang Yibo didn't need explanations. The moment he heard the tremor in his friend's voice, he moved. No questions. No press statements. No waiting for official permission. He arrived that night, not as a celebrity, not as a superstar, but as a friend with purpose in his step and a protective fire in his eyes. The atmosphere changed instantly. For the first time in weeks, Xiao Zhan wasn't alone. Someone was there who didn't just say, "I've got your back," but proved it through action. Together, they reviewed security footage. Wang Yibo brought in his own trusted security expert. They inspected every lock, every window, every access point. More than technology, what Xiao Zhan received was something infinitely more powerful. Reassurance. Not just from security upgrades, but from the presence of someone who saw the man behind the fame and refused to let him stand in fear. This wasn't just about catching a thief anymore. It was about restoring dignity, safety, and the feeling that even in the loneliest moments, someone cares. What happened next would shock fans and shake the industry to its core. But for Xiao Zhan, the healing had just begun. And it started with a single phone call to the one person who never needed to be asked twice. Some heroes don't wear capes. They wear quiet confidence and show up when the world turns dark. When Wang Yibo arrived at Xiao Zhan's residence, there was no entourage.
No flashing cameras.
No stylists or managers. Just him. A black hoodie pulled low, and a presence that spoke louder than any headline ever could. It wasn't the first time Yibo had stepped into chaos, but this time, it was personal. He didn't speak much. He never had to. Between him and Xiao Zhan, words weren't always necessary. Years of filming the Untamed together, long shoots in freezing weather, inside jokes between takes. Those moments had built a connection deeper than the industry's surface-level friendships. That night, the air was heavy with tension. Security personnel, house staff, even Xiao Zhan's assistant hovered in quiet confusion, unsure of what came next. But Wang Yibo knew. He took charge, not with arrogance, but with quiet command. He reviewed the latest CCTV logs himself, watching frame by frame with laser focus. He asked for timestamps, reviewed access codes, even had a technician sweep for potential hidden devices. Then he turned to Xiao Zhan and simply said, "This ends now." That's when fans began to notice something had shifted. It started with subtle photos, grainy images of Yibo's motorcycle parked outside Zhan's apartment complex. Rumors spread. Was he filming nearby? Visiting for a project? But those who knew, knew. This wasn't a PR stunt. This wasn't a collaboration teaser. This was a friend who had dropped everything because someone he cared about was hurting. By the next day, social media was ablaze. The hashtag #YiboProtectsZhan exploded across Weibo, Twitter, and fan forums. Artists drew illustrations of Yibo standing like a guardian at Xiao Zhan's door. Poets wrote verses about loyalty forged in silence. Fans wept openly in live streams, touched by the rawness of it all. What made it powerful wasn't the drama, but the intimacy. In a world where loyalty is often performative and kindness comes with a contract, this gesture felt pure, unfiltered, real. And while neither of them released a statement, the fans didn't need one. Actions spoke volumes. Every time Wang Yibo returned over the next few days, checking on the staff, discussing security enhancements, even sitting silently on the couch while Xiao Zhan caught a few hours of precious sleep. He wasn't just a celebrity. He was a shield, constant, someone who knew that fame fades, lights dim, and crowds move on. But Brotherhood, that's what remains. As whispers of the mystery grew louder, and online theories spun faster than any of them could control, one thing became clear to millions watching from their screens. No matter what was coming next, Xiao Zhan would not face it alone. And Wang Yibo, he was ready to face the darkness. Side by side, the police launched an investigation, examining CCTV footage, questioning staff, cleaners, and security personnel. Yet the perpetrator remained elusive, a shadow among shadows. Speculation ran rampant. Was this the act of an obsessed fan, an insider betrayal, or something more sinister? Some fans connected this incident to previous controversies involving Xiao Zhan, wondering if it was an orchestrated attempt to destabilize him during a critical career phase. Others focused on the swift reaction of Wang Yibo, questioning why management seemed slower to respond. In a rare statement, Xiao Zhan's manager admitted the toll this event had taken, more psychological than material. It was the invasion of trust and safety that hurt the most. For someone constantly in the public eye, losing peace at home is devastating. This episode revealed a vulnerable side of Xiao Zhan rarely seen by fans and media, reminding everyone that behind the glitz and glamour, celebrities are human beings craving security and friendship. Wang Yibo's support transcended professional boundaries. He regularly visited Xiao Zhan, personally oversaw security improvements, and even brought cybersecurity experts to shore up digital defenses. This was not a PR stunt. It was a brother standing firmly by his friend. Their bond, once rumored to have cooled after their rise to fame, was reborn stronger than ever. Fans witnessed an authentic connection rooted in loyalty, respect, and shared trials, turning their relationship into a powerful symbol of hope and solidarity. Across social media, the fandom exploded with tributes and emotional reactions. From heartfelt fan art depicting Wang Yibo as a silent guardian to tears shed over live stream recaps, the community rallied in support of their idols. Many declared that this story was more than a scandal. It was a narrative of real human connection that resonated deeply in an industry often marked by rivalry and superficiality. This incident has opened a larger conversation on the darker side of fame. How can celebrities protect their private lives? Are current security measures enough? And crucially, do agencies do enough to support their talents' mental and emotional well-being? Fans and commentators alike are calling for stronger privacy laws and better safety protocols to prevent such violations in the future. Though the identity of the intruder remains unknown, one thing is clear: Xiao Zhan did not face this ordeal alone. Wang Yibo's unwavering support has not only comforted a friend, but also inspired millions around the world. In a world of flashing cameras and public scrutiny, true friendship is the rarest treasure. This story is a powerful reminder that behind every star is someone ready to stand in the shadows, protecting the light.